For some reason, I have a feeling that Blake Lively was expecting Taylor Swift as her friend to stand with her, support her and her husband as they fight in this explosive high-profile lawsuit against Justin Baldoni, but it looks like Taylor Swift wants nothing to do with her at all, as she's keeping all the distance she can from Blake Lively and her legal drama. Plus, as the insider to Daily Mail put it, Taylor Swift herself feels like she was used as an intimidation tactic in this whole saga, and I feel like she's kind of mad at Blake Lively because of this, which may even bring some bad blood between the two. And I don't know about you, but to me, this feels like Taylor Swift is kind of siding with Justin Baldoni on this, because if she feels like she was used as an intimidation tactic, which is exactly how Baldoni described it in his lawsuit, seems to me like Taylor Swift may be siding with him, which of course is a betrayal to her friend Blake Lively. But anyways, let's see what the detailed report on Daily Mail has to say on this. Taylor Swift is taking a step back from her friendship with Blake Lively after feeling like she was used as an intimidation tactic by the actress in a lawsuit she never wanted to be embroiled in. The singer, 35, was dragged into the explosive legal feud between Lively and Justin Baldoni when he claimed that Blake used Taylor Swift to intimidate him at a meeting with her husband Ryan Reynolds about edits that she had made to a rooftop scene in their film It Ends With Us. In his $400 million lawsuit filed earlier this month, Justin Baldoni claimed that Taylor Swift showed up and made him feel like he needed to comply with Blake's direction for the script. Blake Lively later appeared to threaten Baldoni by comparing herself to Game of Thrones character Khaleesi in a series of text messages in which she referred to her husband Ryan Reynolds and her best friend as her dragons. The uncool and unnecessary description was reportedly the final straw for Taylor Swift, who had never planned to be at the meeting but arrived at Lively's New York penthouse to find it was still going on. An insider told Daily Mail that for the time being, she's taken a step back from Blake Lively because she doesn't want to get tangled in this more than she already has, which is far more than she ever needed to be. Her friends also think that Blake's Khaleesi and like her, I happen to have dragons text to Justin was uncool and unnecessary because she was essentially used as an intimidation tactic. She was referred to as some kind of pet or possession. Taylor Swift shouldn't be involved in this at all. She was only going over to visit Blake and Ryan with the understanding that the meeting would be over. Now, Khaleesi is one of the main characters in Game of Thrones, which aired between 2011 to 2019. She was portrayed as a villain after descending into madness and turning to vengeance due to trauma and loss. A second source said that Taylor has politely backed away from it all. She's conscious of her own image and hates that she was even mentioned. The decision will no doubt shock fans of Taylor Swift, who has been friends with Blake Lively for a decade, with the pair celebrating milestones together and Taylor Swift even name-dropping Lively's children in her music. She appeared to rally around Lively when rumors of beef between her and Baldoni first started making rounds in August. Blake Lively was pictured arriving at Taylor Swift's Rhode Island property, taking solace at her house alongside her husband Ryan Reynolds to escape the frenzy. At the time, Blake Lively was being called out by the audience for her tone-deaf marketing, apparently dismissing interview questions about domestic violence, a major theme in the movie, in favor of telling people to grab their florals and head to the cinema. Others accused her of using the attention of the movie to plug her alcohol brand Betty Booze. Surfaced interviews showing the actress being rude to reporters also were going viral on social media, saga, adding to the hatred she was receiving. Blake Lively and Taylor Swift were last pictured together in October on a double date with Ryan Reynolds and Travis Kelce in Manhattan. The outing came 2 months before she filed a complaint with the California Civil Rights Department in which she accused Justin Baldoni of sexual harassment and creating a toxic environment on the set of It Ends With Us. At the same time, the New York Times released a story based on her legal filing that accused him of orchestrating a smear campaign against her. Now, Taylor Swift, whose song My Tears Ricochet was featured in the soundtrack, was then pulled into the roller coaster saga when Justin Baldoni fired back with a $400 million countersuit against Blake Lively and her husband, in which he accused the couple of conspiring to trash his reputation. Justin Baldoni, who is also suing the Times for defamation, claimed that Lively hijacked the filming of the movie as he attempted to blow her allegations to smithereens. In her filing, Blake Lively claimed that a meeting was held at her home in January 2024 to address a hostile work environment that had nearly derailed production, and that both parties discussed in detail the inappropriate conduct that Lively and other cast and crew experienced at the hands of Baldoni. But in his lawsuit, Baldoni claimed that he was invited over in a Sony executive to discuss her rewrite of a rooftop scene when Reynolds launched into enthusiastic praise for Blake Lively's version. They were also joined by her mega celebrity friend Taylor Swift to pressure him. While Justin Baldoni did not name Taylor Swift, he included screenshots of a later conversation with Lively, and one message showed him mentioning someone named Taylor. It is during this exchange that Baldoni claims that the actress joked that if he ever got around to watching Game of Thrones, that he would appreciate that she's Khaleesi. Unlike her, I happen to have a few dragons, she allegedly wrote, for better or worse, but usually for better, because my dragons also protect those I fight for. So really, we all benefit from those gorgeous monsters of mine. You will too, I can promise you. Justin Baldoni also claims that Brian aggressively accused him of making offensive comments as well as fat-shaming his wife.